Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another daily video. Today, I have a TikTok account to show you, and as I'm sure you could have guessed from my infamously positive content, the account we're going to be looking at in this video just posts the most amazing, high-quality, awesome TikToks. Just kidding, they might be the worst TikToker, actually. The guy I'm referring to calls himself goatavaneesh on TikTok. And let me tell you, he is certainly the goat of bigotry. he's really great at that. This is the joke, police. That joke you just made just now, it was too funny. You're under arrest. Before I get into how Avaneesh is now, how he presents himself today, the videos he posts, current era, I'd like to give a little brief history of him because you might have actually heard of Avaneesh or seen him before. He certainly has made his rounds on TikTok and the internet as a whole, not for good reasons, as I'm sure you could have assumed. About a year ago was a pretty big point of attention for Avaneesh. He was gaining quite a bit of traction, lots of videos made on him, lots of eyes on him, and this was a result of the plethora of very strange TikToks that could be found on his account. In these videos, he would basically do nothing of note, and the whole point would be the text overlaying him on the screen, and a lot of the time this text was either talking about the strange ways he functions in relationships or just like the weirdest shit. Based on what videos at the time were saying, I guess these were supposed to be some sort of like thirst trap TikToks. Quite unsuccessfully, I would assume. I don't think this was like appealing to anyone. In fact, I think everyone hated it. All of the attention and videos made about him during this period were negative, right? Like nobody was fucking standing Avaneesh. Since then, he has grown out his hair and transitioned to making worse content, at least I think. For instance, all of the footage for his newer videos are carbon copies of one another. In every single one, he's looking up at the camera, wearing the same bland expression, and also he scratches the exact same spot on his neck every time. I guess it's just like how sometimes when humans look into bright sunlight, we have the urge to sneeze. When whatever species of alien Avaneesh is looks into a ring light, they have the urge to scratch that one spot on their neck. And I refer to Avaneesh as an alien because he's clearly from another planet, right? Have you seen this guy's laugh? That is a jump scare. Any video game developers looking to make a horror game, just make it that. The whole game. Just that little clip.
It's a symbol for the lock. Yeah, no shit. We got a genius in here. No
Anyways, his content. Okay, right? Like up until now, I have been mostly just talking about superficial things, lighthearted things that really, at the end of the day, don't matter that much. And I sort of just wanted to start off with that stuff and eventually get to some of the more troubling aspects of Avaneesh, and now we're here. So once again, I would just like to reiterate the trigger warning for racism, misogyny, fetishization. The guy's not good. One really prevalent character trait of Avaneesh's is his just big, massive ego. On its own, being arrogant and like a narcissist isn't problematic, but it becomes a problem when, in order to uplift yourself, you're actively putting others down in the process, and it becomes racist when you're categorizing the people you're putting down by their race. In many of his videos, Avaneesh does just that. In hyping himself up, he tends to cut down members of his own ethnicity, either by saying things like he's more attractive than most boys' ethnicity, or he's more attractive than some arbitrary percent of Indian dudes. Hey, can I see your source for that 85% figure? Not that I don't believe you or anything. And I probably don't have to explain this, but just in case anyone thinks this is excusable because he's making fun of a group that he's a part of, it's not. I do understand that it's fine for people to make jokes playing off stereotypes attributed to groups they're in, but this is often excusable because the person making the joke will lump themselves in with the group, making it self-deprecating. What Avaneesh does is he separates himself from the group that he's in, which is Indian men, and then like basically just says he's better than all those people. It's almost like the exact opposite of self-deprecating humor. In addition to being racist towards brown men, Avaneesh a true jack of all trades, is also racist towards brown women. This mainly takes the form of him just making fun of them for being proud of their culture, which is so many levels of messed up. Oh, and can I just say how much I hate the way that he phrases these TikToks. No hate, just genuinely curious why brown girls, proceeds to hate on brown girls. No hate, just genuinely curious. Like, how gross is that, dude? Just trying to phrase it like, oh, I'm not trying to hate here, right? We're all just trying to learn. We're all just trying to learn here. No, stop, dude. You're awful. Stop doing this. It's not okay. And also, check this TikTok out. Okay, cool. Rating girls based on their race. Really cool, really normal thing to do. Thank you so much, Avaneesh, for sharing your racial hierarchy on TikTok. On one end, you have brown girls, which is obviously awful. Fucking terrible thing you're saying about an entire race of people, Avaneesh. But on the other end, at the top of the list, you have white girls and Latina girls. And on paper, I guess saying that these girls are attractive to you, that's not that bad. But in practice, the way that Avaneesh does it, it is very fetishizy and weird. There are two main categories of Avaneesh's TikToks in which this fetishization of white women and Latina women take place. The first one being these like weird invitation TikToks to parties that I guess he's throwing. This guy, right, this guy, him, whether or not he's actually in reality throwing sick ragers, I will let you guys be the decider of that. In these videos, he describes a very real, very definitely going to happen party and says, if you want to come to the party, it's gonna be $15 or like some amount of money. But if you are a white woman or a Latina woman, you can either, in some of the videos he'll say that you can come free, or in some of them he'll be like, I will pay you to come to my party. That's not normal, right? Just like charging people to go to your parties, especially in some of these TikToks, he's talking about his birthday party. You're gonna charge people to go to your birthday, dude? Eric, you got a letter from Avaneesh. I think it's an invitation for his birthday party. To Eric, you are invited to Avaneesh's 9th birthday party at Fun Time Splash Town on Saturday. White and Latina girls get in free, everyone else must pay a fee of $15 US. I hope you are ready to splash and have a good time. The other main category of Avaneesh's fetishization TikToks are these really weird, like, ideal future TikToks where he's talking about like his future child and his future wife and stuff. Nah, cause I want this song playing at my wedding as a victory song when I'm putting a ring on a cute white girl, proving my haters wrong. On its own, I personally think that TikTok is still pretty weird, but he also brings race into it for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, right, no, yeah. Because Avaneesh would never, ever consider marrying or dating anybody who is non-Caucasian.
10 turn-offs in a woman in order of level of turn-offness. Number 1, non-Caucasian. The worst thing you could do as a woman is not be white.
One last thing for fetishization. This would all be weird enough if it was just what I was talking about, but one more degree of how strange and like creepy, I guess, these TikToks are, and you saw it in the one that I just showed you. A lot of them are duets with actual people, like actual creators. They did not ask to be a part of Avaneesh's thirsty TikToks, but that doesn't matter, I guess. In fact, one TikTok creator who's a white girl with an Indian boyfriend, she goes by Gucci Potato on TikTok, has been duetted by Avaneesh multiple times to the point where it's like a meme on her account. She can't post one video with her boyfriend on her account without the comments just being filled with people saying, he's coming, I can hear him, and they're talking about Avaneesh, referring to how he's probably going to make a video about them. And it's obvious that creators like Avaneesh, you can just take one look at his account and see the stuff that he says, it's bad. Like, it's not true, it's bigoted, it's not okay. But, you know, you often forget that stuff like this, it affects people. Like, people are negatively impacted by what Avaneesh puts out there. So we've covered Avaneesh's racism, his fetishization, and now we are on to misogyny, which is something he loves to participate in. First off, let me just get this right out of the way. He calls women females, which on its own I would not say is like misogynistic, but it's definitely like not normal. And paired with some of the stuff that I'm about to get into, yeah, it's just like questionable. Other than calling women females, Avaneesh, in a lot of his videos, just repeats really overused, untrue, anti-women opinions, like women aren't funny, or women are like supposed to cook, and stuff like that. And why is it always guys like this that say stuff like that? This is the guy calling women unfunny. You think you can hurt my feelings? Last semester my new roommate moved in earlier than I thought, so I didn't clean the piss on his table. Long story. And he immediately moved out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this guy stinks! Another thing that Avaneesh does a lot is he will give bad advice to women on how they can impress men. Just like stupid, untrue stuff too. For instance, he has said that because men apparently only care about a woman's lower body, they shouldn't work out their upper body at the gym. He has also said that because men apparently don't care about dating smart women, they shouldn't try really hard to get good grades in school, which is so just like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Imagine being so insane and entitled that you think that the only reason women go to the gym or fucking try hard in school is because they want male attention. That is so weird. And also, what's really annoying is that Avaneesh in these TikToks like projects his twisted worldview onto all men, which is absolutely not true. Males, normal, sane males, do not think the way that you think, Avaneesh. We don't. But he'll still say things like, on behalf of the boys, or like, all my men can agree with me. It's just like so... By the way, I don't know where to fit this in. I guess it sort of fits with misogyny, so I'll just bring it up now.
He's pro-life.
So, I don't have to explain what that means. People know what that means and what that entails, what type of person that makes him. So, yeah, I'll just put that out there. One last thing for misogyny that I really don't know how to explain is that once in a blue moon, once every fucking fortnight, Avaneesh is actually kind of based. And I know how that sounds. Okay, I know how that sounds. I've spent basically this entire video talking about how awful of a person he is, and all of a sudden I'm just like, yeah, this guy's starting to make sense. No. The only reason I would at all agree with him in these TikToks is that they are almost a complete 180 from what he's usually putting out. In one of these TikToks, he was talking about how he would always believe the victim in a sexual assault situation. In the other one, he was talking about how he'd rather be an ugly man than an attractive woman just because of opportunities in our patriarchal society. And yeah, based, but also, why are you saying this stuff? You obviously don't believe it when you have TikToks like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. And it just doesn't make sense to me. In reality, it's probably just for brownie points, but yeah, I don't get why he does this. All of these clips that I've shown you in this video, and just the repetitive, relentless absurdity of Avaneesh's content, they do bring up the valid concern of whether all of this may just be satire. I saw comments on his accounts asking this very question. I myself, at one point during the research of this video, was definitely of the opinion that this is probably all just satire. Then I saw the clip that completely changed my mind, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. But before that, I would like to explain why even if it is just satire, it doesn't matter. The reason for this is that even if Avaneesh is being a satirical little jokester, he's still spreading misogynistic takes, he's still fetishizing white women and Latino women, and he's still being racist towards brown women and Indian men. None of that changes whether he wants to call it a joke or not. Anyways, here is the clip that completely changed my mind. Again, for context, before I saw the clip, I was just completely in the boat of he is saying this stuff, but he doesn't actually believe in it. And then I saw the clip, and then I was just like, yeah, this guy is just completely ignorant. Trigger warning for racism and racial slurs.
I'm about to pull the trigger, I'm gonna pull it to your trigger. I really just wanna lick it. My name is Avaneesh. Your name is Ame. You are real.
There's not much I can say about that. There's not much I even have to say about that. You saw the clip, you've seen all of the stuff and the points that I made in this video. You can come up with your own conclusions. Personally, I think that he's probably just one of those people that fell into, I guess, like a bigotry phase in middle school and just never got out of that, which is sad. It's sad that people like that exist, and it's sad that people like Avaneesh are just like allowed to talk to so many people. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. This video was a lot heavier than videos I usually post. I do typically keep it a little bit more lighthearted than this. A couple weeks ago I just posted one. It was pretty lighthearted. It's just about a content farm called Film Streak. You should check that video out. I don't know if I will do videos as serious as this one in the future, but I mean, I guess we'll see how it turns out. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.